Hey guys, Robert here over at Hybrid Revolution. Today I'm going to discuss our hybrid fins and proper fitment to make sure that you get them on tight, snug, and so they stay in place throughout your workout. So when you receive your fins, they come pre-assembled. They have the pad attached to the back side of the Velcro strap. The fins are in place the way they should be. This assortment here, this alignment, should work for about 98+% of the customers that receive these fins. So what you want to do when you get the fins, if by chance the pad has come separated from the strap itself, one thing you can do is actually line up, get this one out of the way, line up with the tab end of the fin strap, the edge of the plastic right at the edge of the pad itself. That will ensure that you have this hook, the scratchy part here, enough overhang, because this is what's going to secure when you wrap it around your ankle. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of this exposed. Shouldn't have any exposed on the other end. This end should be all pad, and you have the tab side of the strap with the hook exposed on this side. So once you have your fin aligned like this on the strap, what you want to do is you take your foot, and I like to align this middle section here with the back of my Achilles. So I get it down low on the ankle, right above the ankle bones, and I wrap it around the square end all the way across, and I hold that end tight. I pull this side, and as soon as it overlaps, you can see I got one hand and I can pull this pretty much as tight as I want. It's already wedged in because it overlaps with the pad. Bring that across, make sure it's got a nice flat surface. If you got a narrower ankle, this tab can actually tuck under this fin right here. You'll see there's a little pass through, and that will make sure that this fin doesn't come up, down, or spin side to side. If it doesn't feel quite tight enough, take it off. Again, get that across. Make sure that it feels nice and tight before you get in. Another tip for you with the hybrid fins, if you're having issues with any part of the plastic, maybe touching the back of your heel, anything like that, again, make sure you align your Achilles in between those middle two fins as it wraps around. That will give some clearance here for the back of your heel and for your foot in the front, because you'll have mostly just strap in the front. But if you're still running into issues, what I suggest, take the strap off the pad, and instead of aligning it in the center of the pad, what you want to do is align it off to one edge. So you'll see here, I'm pretty much square at the top on both sides, and at the bottom I have a lot of extra pad. So basically when you wrap this around, that's the edge that you want at the bottom towards your foot. It's going to give you a little bit more buffer there of pad. So now I have more pad down here protecting the foot. So now there's no contact here between the fin and my foot, no matter how high I flex it up. So this centered back on. So another tip for when you're fitting your hybrid fins, what I like to do is I sit on the edge of the pool. I actually put my legs in the pool. I put the fins in the water, splash them around a little bit, and give a little rub. Sometimes you'll see little bubbles on the pad itself. I just clear those off, put my foot back up on the deck, and then wrap it around. Again, nice and tight, overlap, get a nice firm fit. It should feel nice and snug, nice and tight. You get in the water, you start moving that around, it should stay put. If it loosens up partway through your workout, it's just an easy retighten. But once you get a feel for how it should feel when you put it on the first time, you should be able to get through the duration of your workout without needing to adjust it. So another benefit with the hybrid fins is besides wearing them on your ankle, you can also put them on your wrist. It's a little bit tricky to do this by yourself, but what you can do, I like to put the fin in my lap, put my wrist over or forearm, bring the strap around and rotate it just so that it has some overlap. And at that point, I was able to bring that, and then I rotate it just enough. I like to have this clearing here with my hand. And then I can do all my upper body movements without having to grip anything. So if you have grip limitations, or otherwise maybe you're doing aqua zumba, something like that, maybe even with the green fins a little bit smaller, it gives you that freedom of movement with the upper body. So that's a nice alternative to just using them on the lower body. You can also wear the fins on your wrist and hold the bell at the same time, and it basically doubles that amount of resistance for upper body. So a lot of variations you can do with the Aqualogix Hybrid Fins.